Hello, it's Jay. This week on my vocal study videos, I'm going to record, well, two videos, both by Drrn McSty from his channel Improve Your Voice, which I'm finding is a fairly good channel to get little hunks of learning done. I don't know if I got learning done this week. The first video is actually it's labeled a motivational video, so I think from that, I will just take it as, okay, this is motivational. It's variety in your voice is the name of the video, where he launches into a little story about when he was growing up, that there was this French radio station. He is an American, so I guess probably it was across the God, I can't remember where it was. He's Brit. No, he's not American. He's not American. Sorry, Darren. He is British, and it was something across the channel. It was a French radio station where instead of having where there was this French radio station. Take a breath. Where it was an amazing station, because unlike the commercial stations that were in his area and are ubiquitous around the world, this radio station didn't have just a fixed list of rotation of the same songs over and over and over again. And if you clicked onto this channel, it was only this genre of music, and that is all you would get. This radio station played an amazing variety of songs, and there was no repetition. There was all these different types of music, classical, hip hop, jazz. It was just an amazing variety in all senses of the word. And it was an incredibly popular station because of that. And he makes the connection between this and the idea of our vocal habits, that as human beings we get to a certain way of speaking and we kind of stay with that, and we get locked in, and it's comfortable. Maybe there's just like a lack of education, a lack of exposure to other things. Maybe it's culturally, how a man or a woman is expected to speak, and you get narrowed into only a certain thing. I think about teenagers, and it's like the voice becomes smaller and more monotone. You're revealing less and less about yourself because you're so guarded. At least that's my impression of what I was like probably as a teenager, this insecure mass who didn't want to show anything to anyone. So there's this thing of getting into a rut of staying the same, where he hopes that with his channel he can kind of give you an inkling that the voice that you have has amazing kind of variations in it. So many different notes, so many different frequencies, so many different ways of talking, rhetorical techniques that you could probably use in your delivery there. So he's really hoping to encourage people to try something new, that there's a vast difference. He did a video where he talked about how you get certain different variety of little variations of going from low to middle to high in your speech. That is one that could be three voices, but then you can go into pace. I can go very high and be talking like this, and I'm talking like this very high, and I'm talking very quickly, and you get one sort of certain voice. Or I could talk down here with a very low voice and in a very slow measured pace, or I could talk very quickly with a low voice and very rapidly. So even with that, you go 3 times 3 or whatever, you can come up with so many different voices. And that's someone like me who has, I mean, they may not be, you also want voices to be listenable, and there might be an amazing variety, and you'll find, well, with your particular tone of voice, for something to be listenable, it's going to be in a certain frequency. But that still gives you amazing amounts of variety of how you can do your voice. That might be more of a voiceover artist, but there's something to be said about just embracing how flexible and wonderful the human voice is, and how your voice could have quite a bit, maybe not as much as like as someone who's amazing at doing voices can do, but you know, even within your range, there is such variety there, and there's so many ways you can deliver stuff to make it interesting to people, interesting to make it to people listen to. So you can be the interesting, maybe not as interesting as the French radio station that spans genres and spans styles and all that, but you could be a little bit better than just the boring over and over again, that the wallpaper music that nobody listens to. You don't want your voice to be the wallpaper music. You want it to be the interesting music. So yeah, that was the motivational video, which was, yeah, I think very, very motivational. The second video was speech, clarity, and dexterity routine. And it's a warm-up routine, which is very much the more nuts and bolts stuff that I have been much more attracted to in my journey here, in my working. Like, I want exercises to do daily, that sort of thing. And I found these exercises weren't particularly, I don't know if now the thing with Drrn, McSty, as all these people, that's like, they're not releasing this out of strictly the goodness of their own heart. He would like you to sign up for his program and take courses from him and stuff like that, and that's probably not going to happen. I'm not interested in becoming a speech, a vocal performer, a audio. I'm not dying to become an audiobook narrator, making hundreds of dollars from home, hundreds and thousands of dollars from home, and gaining fame that way. I'm just a loser who hopes to make his YouTube videos slightly more listenable to. So I'm interested in sucking up as much free information on this. And I mean, there's a lot of times that people offer you courses and courses, and a part of it is the main lesson is you practice, speak, record yourself and listen to yourself, and try and you'll gain probably a lot more from just simple effort and practice and diligence than you're going to from spending money on courses and more courses and more courses. That's you know, I'm a much more of a do person than a sign up for a course and you don't end up getting much done. His warm-up, the warm-up routine was here. It's, what is it? It's, well, he goes through all the alphabet, but there's la. So that is doing 4 la's. La, 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 la. Then you go la, 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 la. And then la, 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 la. And then la, 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 la. And at which point, whatever he's doing with his tongue is completely beyond me. And there's some sort of a wall there, which I think completely makes me think that this is not an exercise. That la, 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 la. I don't feel like I'm warming up my tongue as much as I'm simply blah, I'm just hitting a wall. There's something he's trilling with, he's doing with his tongue, which I cannot do. So this might be one of these cases where I found I found a lot of his other videos actually quite useful. There's one where he does the badaga, bordogor, budugu, pudugu, bidigi, bidigi, bedege, pedege, manalava, mornolodovozor, munuluduvuzu, minilidivizi, meneleveze, which I'm nowhere near as fast as him, but I'm a lot faster than I was before. And as just a way of kind of warming up my my vocal instrument, warming up my voice, I found that useful. I don't know if this is one that I actually will find useful. This might be one of these pass videos, which is like fine. And I'm going to avoid the fallacy of, oh, if it doesn't work for me, then there's something wrong with me. It's like, just may not be the exercise that's useful for me, or it might be something that I'll do other stuff, and at some point maybe I would circle back around and see if I can, if it works. It might be just a little bit too strong a difficulty. There's a certain trilling thing with the tip of the tongue, which I might just have a very flat tongue. I can't do my R's or my or ring. It may be outside of me. It may be outside of me, or maybe something like, well, I could spend many hours doing this. Would there be a benefit from it? Is this going to make my book review videos any better? Probably not. Yeah. So so those are the two Drrn McSty videos that I am reporting in on this month. Variety in Your Voice, a motivational video, which I did find motivational, and then Speech, Clarity, and Dexterity routine, which, I mean, did also have just sort of general warm-ups, which were okay. But I found the meat of the thing of doing the actual kind of exercises, I didn't find them as useful to me, or I felt like I'm either hitting a wall or I'm not quite getting whatever's going on there, and I will have to look for other videos to either better help me gain that, or just simply pass on because maybe it's not that important. All right. I've been Jay. More videos later.